Oh,
I was like, oh, come now. And then, but I'm really curious as to like, yeah, what's your deal, dude?
oh yeah.
He trolls everybody.
So I the reason why how I was lols to Tyler McChris, whatever his name is. He showed me the link. He showed me a link to Hoax's group chat. And that's how it all went down. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wait, Nathan, can you do your toasted impression?
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I was talking to Justin Lee Peterson. I'm not.
What happened?
Hold on.
You both have high levels of you both have high levels of
Dude,
autism.
you're getting like totally burned by Nathan Stoltman right now, dude. Like that's actually the best burn I've ever seen Nathan Stoltman do. But it's also sort of a flattering, right?
Yeah, I mean it's out of love. Like Toasted, like who can like no one can ever replace Toasted. He's one in a like billion, you know.
6 billion.
At least 6 billion.
How many people are there on this world? Okay.
There's no such thing.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, Nathan did a perfect toasted impression. I was not expecting that. I didn't even know Nathan knew who Toasted was.
I've been following Toasted around the internet, man. He has no idea. I've been like following all of your links and stuff.
Have you ever heard my John Fetterman, Nate?
No.
Dude, because like your impression there just inspired me. Like, so and we have to get the voter.
spot on.
Bing.
He's like Billy Bob Thornton in that movie. Like
Except more retarded.
Yeah, except more retarded.
Nathan, what are you doing right now? What's up with the camera angle?
I don't know. Can you see me?
I like it, dude. I like it.
It's like we're looking up. We're like looking up at you.
What do you mean?
No, it's like he's
It's like the
looking
camera's
down
on the
at us.
ground. It looks like you dropped your phone. Yeah, it looks like you dropped your phone.
Weird.
Can you please tell what's his name again? Ali Jamal to stop hacking my Telegram account. It got hacked again.
How do you know it's Ali Jamal?
Because a person claiming to be Ali Jamal MK is claiming claiming to.
I don't like Ali Jamal one bit, but don't you think it could be
You
somebody who's just,
toasted again, Nate.
You know,
who's just claiming to be him?
I mean, I gotta clean up my house.
Do you think it could be somebody just claiming to be him, Toasted?
Yeah, toasted, dude. Like, have you ever heard of the internet before, or what?
No, I don't really have. I'm half Amish.
You don't get hacked. You can't get hacked if you have good password protection, dude. Nobody gets hacked. They fucking get compromised.
So
how did you compromise yourself?
Ooh.
I don't know, a person claiming to be what's it called again? I don't think that's the reason though.
Don't trust anyone ever.
What was Telegram
dummy.
support? So it was Telegram support. Somebody on Telegram keeps DMing me.
Oh, how old are you? 12?
I'm 11.
When was the internet invented? Just I'm curious.
1960.
Wow, dude. Yeah, dude, they're all scammers. Look, I thought Laura Loomer was trying to scam me. Then I realized I was like, oh, I get it. You just have to learn, dude. Just stop doing it. Like, how do you keep doing it over and over again? Something wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm openly autistic.
You're what?
I'm
Openly autistic.
I'm openly autistic.
By the way, Nathan, look at that, huh?
Oh, nice.
How about that, Nate?
What?
He's wearing your Truth Matters shirt.
No, get out of here. Let me see. What? Oh, man, you're the coolest.
Yeah, I do what I can.
Thanks, Coco.
Dude, I'm sorry that Jurassic Liars got off the got off the internet though. Like, did you see how easily he was just about to get triggered into LARPing with you? That was.
I don't know who that is. No, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day of the week it is.
Wait, you didn't go to Jurassic Liars like about 15 minutes ago?
Jurassic Liars, the guy that had the stream called Nigga Please.
No. It was called like Elvis is about to shit his pants or something.
I shared that link.
I was in a different stream.
I shared that link, Coco.
Well, someone came in after I was all, hey, do you know about Nathan Stolman? And they're all, he's like, wait, what? Because I've known this guy a while, but
wait. I don't want to confuse you. I did jump in on another stream where I also didn't know who the hell it was.
I said he's a time traveling YouTuber because he was talking about that kind of shit.
By the way, so chat coming on, okay?
Okay.
No, because I would like. What do you guys think about this whole? Do you guys follow drama or no? Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, what do you guys think about this whole RPG situation?
I don't know. I don't follow RPG. What's going on with him?
Well, you didn't watch the Kino Casino?
I missed it. No, I didn't watch it. They did a long ass show, didn't they?
Yeah. So apparently, he got into a fight with Gabe Hoffman, and
who got into a fight with Gabe Hoffman?
RPG.
RPG, no way. Like Nathan should team up.
Yeah. So apparently it's because So I don't know exactly what's happening. He's in a fight with a bunch of A-logs, and he's claimed that Gabe Hoffman is making a Nicholas J. Fuentes hit piece, and it led to a whole war, and led to people mentioning RPG's name, and he's angry about it, and I don't know whose side to take. It's a very weird situation.
Yeah, I know whose side to take.
Well,
anyone but Gabe Hoffman.
Yeah. I mean,
no, Nathan is single-handedly fighting the evil forces of Gabe Hoffman.
Yeah, Nathan, did you hear him? He said this is between Gabe Hoffman and RPG. It's Gabe Hoffman.
No, the Kino Casino is getting involved, and they're anti-RPG. Well, this is the thing.
They're friends. They're friends with Gabe, aren't they?
Yeah.
They get money from Gabe.
No,
they're about to find themselves in a lawsuit.
Yeah, but by the way, I have a question for you guys. Do you think RPG has the right? He doesn't like me for this reason. So you remember when Ethan Alva Ralph? But when he doxed RPG, were you around when he doxed RPG? Were you at the? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I heard about it. Yeah.
So on that stream, I wanted to confront Ralph about it, so I called in, and I thought it went good. I started to make fun of Beardson on him aborting his child. Okay, so what's it called again? The one day I saw it was banned from RPG's channel. Like, what did they do wrong? So I spoke to one of his mods, and he said it's because of the whole. He's angry that I went on Ethan Ralph's stream. Okay, and. Yeah, so does he have the right to be? Because he says that he didn't like it that I went on the stream when they were doxing his mom. Do you think that's a reason? Do you think that's a good reason, or?
I don't think that's a good reason. No.
Wait, did you say you went around the stream and tried to date his mom?
No.
Yes.
No. I was on the stream when Ethan Ralph doxed his mom, and I told what's up with my stream? And I told him what, and I was confronting Ethan Ralph. I said to Ethan Ralph, "Why are you doxing a person's parents?" Stuff like that. And Ethan Ralph got angry, stuff like that. And RPG, I guess, is not happy about it. I don't know. So that's why he's angry.
What did Ralph say? That he's king? I am king.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like a weird situation, but like that's what I mean. It's like that's what happened. And by the way, I'm streaming on my channel. Please give
I
us
saw that.
Yeah.
So Toasted, you should have Nathan do like an intro for your channel. Like I didn't know.
Lift the veil is on, man. People be like, lift the veil. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know we would like hit such high points right off the bat with a dead-on impression of Toasted. I was not expecting that. But while you have him on the line, you could like see if you can get a clip of him doing something you can use for like an intro.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Like have a talk with yourself. Like have as he's the adversary and you could be yourself and you guys could like interrogate each other real quick.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So you guys not into this whole Nick Fuentes drama, really?
No, I do like drama. I'm not a fan of RPG. I don't follow anything with him.
Oh, is it because he gets too angry at the trolls? He takes what he's like. Is that your problem with him, or?
I think I just like a lot of the people he's had beef with.
Oh, well, Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
How do you like Ethan Ralph? Like, not even Ethan Ralph likes Ethan Ralph.
I like Ethan when he's not fucking his life up, but when he's doing good, he's doing good.
No,
And
come on. I like Ethan Ralph when he's messing with his life. That's when it's prime Ethan Ralph.
I know you're the opposite. I don't like when somebody's hurting themselves like that. I like when he's doing good. He's on his A game. He's killing it. I think he's really funny when he's clear-minded. And he's like a guy that he's like, no matter how many times he's down, like he's always going to get up again. And I don't know. I respect him.
This portion is sponsored by Chumbawamba.
Yeah, I get knocked down, but I get up again. But like, I don't know. I've just always had like some respect for the guy. He's dealt with a lot. He's lost his mom, you know.
Yeah, but he docks his kids and stuff like that. Then he like docs.
He does dumb shit, yeah. But I've done dumb shit before too. So who am I to judge?
I mean, he's also a pedophile. I mean,
no, that's not true.
Come on, like.
Wait, whoa! Are we already making pedophile claims that we?
This is why
I'm not signing up for calling other streamers pedophiles with absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
No, because like
compare me to Hitler.
This is why I don't like.
Unless
Like,
it's that Ben Thorpe guy. If it's Ben Thorpe, then like okay, continue.
No, because
This is why I don't like RPG though. This is what he spreads. I don't like that.
No, because Ethan Ralph allegedly did stuff in Portugal and he's doing stuff in Mexico.
Allegedly. Yeah, let's not like fucking go after people that
Yeah, nobody has evidence of it. Nobody has evidence of it.
come back with if you have documents or something, like come back and like that, then it's fine. That's just like public information. But if it's just like an allegation, I don't like to stand by people saying that allegation because that shit will get you killed in like jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
if you know Ethan, he's like one of these guys where like he maybe says a lot of things when he's fucked up that aren't true. So he likes to make himself look better than he really is, like with women and shit. So
speaking of pedophiles, have you guys seen this show, the Jared from Subway? Speaking of fat, disgusting pedophiles.
Does he have a show?
No, dude. Like Netflix came out with like a 4-part miniseries. I could only make it through the first half, but it's like you're like, holy shit! You mean that weird fucking dweeb that everyone made fun of that ate Subway sandwiches is like a megalomaniacal, like driven pedophile?
Yeah, dude. I remember listening to his recordings with that woman. Like it was.
I've never heard the recordings, and that's just it. Like I'm just now kind of being like, what? Like,
oh no, dude, he was.
Where he's like, he was all nothing turns me on more than like middle schoolers.
He was sick. Like he was like a legit sick person with that shit, you know.
But who would imagine that? Like the complete beat up dork and high. And what's crazy is like, so he was a big fat piece of shit. Well, yeah, but he was a big fat piece of shit, and then he like barfed his face off and ate a couple of like cardboard sandwiches. But he was still kind of a fat piece of shit. But when he got famous, he was like, oh, that's it. I'm basically, like the money like made up for his ego to where he was like, I'm basically just as valuable as Brad Pitt. So check out bitches. And it just like snowballed immediately. And he was all, now time to take my revenge out on middle schoolers. What?
No, he's just a sick perv, dude. He's got like you know what it is too? You know why I would have known, and I would if I was in like around him.
You looked at him with your eyes?
No, it's just certain people when their public image is way too straight-laced. They like there's like one of our forefathers, like I don't remember who it was, like Thomas Jefferson or something, has a quote that says, show me a man that doesn't have a vice and I'll show you. I forget what it is, but it's something that's like
I'll show you a goddamn pedophile for Subway.
Yeah, I'll show you like a psycho. Like
a man without a vice is a something or something. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Man without a vice. So that makes so much sense to me when you see these guys who like they try to have this public persona that's way too straight laced. In my mind,
So
I
wait,
go,
are you? I'm just curious. Are you guys Nick Fuentes fans or no? Or are you only?
That fucking pedophile? No way.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay,
Hey, can I ask Toasted a question?
What?
Hey,
Okay.
Toasted, did you change the title of your stream? You're restreaming this, right?
Oh yeah. Talking about RPG and yeah.
But you know, I'm famous. In the future, I'm famous. So you want to make sure to put in Lift the Veil or Nathan
Let's
Goldman.
go.
Yeah, you might want to at least click that in there.
Yeah.
Gotta add that, man. Lift
I
the
should
Veil.
I'm telling you, as a producer, it's good content. Like while you have someone that can do that dead on of impression, you should have like a good angel, bad angel discussion and use it somehow for like an intro. I think that's just a good move.
Yeah.
I wish I would have made it on my name. I would have put in my title. I would have put it with Nathan. Man, fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah. By the
Hey
way,
Nate, can you do a title? Can you do an impression of
change
Will?
What platform are you on? D-Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can change it, you can change it midstream.
All right, let me try.
But I don't know how I would share it or anything.
By the way, why did you guys hate Ali Jamal? If you guys are Ethan Ralph fans, shouldn't you like Ali Jamal? Okay.
I mean, I liked him at first, and then once he started like really showing his personality, I was like, oh, like,
What do you mean?
because like he's one of these people who blames all of his little shit on, oh, I'm autistic, and I don't think that's an excuse for shitty behavior. He's done shit that's been like shitty behavior, and I've heard from a lot of people that they tried to be really patient with him, and they tried to like give him advice and hope he would get better, and like they basically like pointed out things that he was doing that were like, hey, this isn't cool, and he would be like, okay, and then they would explain why, and he'd be like, okay, and then he would continue to do it, and it's like, you shouldn't have to tell somebody over and over and over again that their behavior is shitty, and if they don't change, I don't want to be around you anymore. That you shouldn't have to do that.
Right. I mean, like, it is like, what's it called again? So, who did you hear speak about Ali
Did Nate
Jamal?
just break into an Office Depot?
Who did I hear say that? Fuck, who was it? One of them was like Wendell or Wurzelroot. It was either Wendell or Wurzelroot. One of them might have been Paul Town. I forget. It was people on Cozy. It was like streamers on Cozy.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't like it that he's hacking my account, so I mean...
I just want to know, I just want some proof that he's the one doing it. Oh, wait. You said Ali Jamal is hacking your... I thought you meant Alexander.
Ali Jamal, oh yeah, what you guys like him?
Oh, I don't like Ali. I don't
You
like
mean
to say
Sammy
hate.
Davis Jr.?
I don't like to say hate, but that guy, first off, I don't think he's black. He always tries to say he's black.
I think he's just Indian.
Yeah, he's like Indian. He looks Indian to me. Like, dude, you're not black. What the fuck? And he's got
He
like,
has that like inbred Indian like offspring of cousin parents.
yes, because he's got these horse teeth where it's like,
the teeth, and he just has that like overt gay thing, sort of like like Freddie Mercury, like where it's like I was born wrong, but I super love the dick.
he tried to say he was one of these guys who prayed the gay away, and it worked. And then it came out later that he was like trying to get
him and Milo.
Yeah, he was just like Milo. Yeah, he was just like Milo. He said he was able, like through his Catholic beliefs, he was able to pray the gay away.
But aren't Catholics like this themselves? Aren't many Catholic priests like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or
yeah, it's like Catholic priests and rabbis are just like full.
Yeah, first off, I heard a stat that said, for every priest that molests like a boy, there's like 10 rabbis that do it. So they're beating us like 10 times, right? Like,
do you have a proof?
That's just something I heard. Well, I asked you for proof about the Ali Jamal thing, and you didn't have any. I'm just telling you, this is like an article.
Hey, man, we're not playing who's got proof of their accusations here tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just telling you, this is an article I saw. And then another thing is about the priest thing. What I heard why that happens a lot is because people back in the day, they joined a lot of people who had like gay thoughts when they were kids joined the priesthood because they thought it would be a way of like not giving into those.
Dear Jesus, can you cure my gay? I'll do whatever it takes. And they join, and they're like, "It's not working."
Well, so then you have a cluster of all these guys that all are like that. Of course, there's going to be a few people who fuck up. Of course.
I mean, but you said they're less likely than rabbis to do bad things. No.
I heard of a study that said the rabbis are 10 times, like it happens 10 times more than with Catholics. It's just the narrative in the media is Catholic priests do it, but in reality, rabbis do it 10 times more.
James in chat has a point, as he usually does. He said, "Let's argue about which Fed is cooler." Yay!
I mean, what type of rabbis are those rabbis? They're Orthodox, Reform. I'm just curious, just wondering.
Wait, what?
No, just wondering, guy. What type of?
What's the difference in New York? There's like the Orthodox, and then the ones that don't actually support the state of Israel.
No, there's like
The
Orthodox.
Hasidic.
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah,
say,
the Hasids and the Orthodox.
so
So
they're the
I
same thing.
think
They're the
it's
same
mainly
thing.
the Hasids that do the Brit Milah, right?
No, it's
Or
called
Mitzvah V'Pah.
It's not really done anymore. I think.
No, but it is. But it is.
I think only the Chassids do it. You're right, but not really.
Yeah.
It's not really
Well,
done.
your
by-
religion your religion tells you could lie to me, so
Yeah.
I mean-
That and Islam have that in common. Unfortunately for Christians, you're not allowed to lie. The Talmud, the Talmud and the
yeah, you're like, yeah, it's
The
okay to do
Quran-
this.
the
It's okay
Quran
to
is called like
deceive you.
taqiyya or something.
It's okay to deceive you.
Are
Yeah.
Mormons also allowed to do it?
No one trusts Mormons over here.
I
If
do.
you've ever lived near Mormons, then
My grandma got kicked out of the Mormon church.
Why?
dude, all the good ones do.
It's actually okay. So back in the day when she was younger, they didn't let black people in the Mormon church because it's like in one of their books. I knew. See, this is why this story, like, kind of like people like you were like, oh, like my grandma, like you guys wouldn't like her, but like, so my grandma didn't.
Don't call your grandma a nigger lover, dude. I'm not accepting that.
It had nothing to do with being an N-word lover. It had to do with like my grandma just wanted the world to be fair, right? She wanted everybody to be treated equal. So she got really mad that like black people weren't allowed in the church, and she went in front of like the Mormons have their own council. It's like a council who pass judgment in the community, and she went in front of all of them, and like they were like asking her like, why have you been talking
remember you told me about this. Yeah, you're right.
Why have you been talking about this? Like, you need to stop talking about this. And she was like, no, you guys need to let black people in this church. This is unfair, blah, blah, blah. They're people just like you and me. And then like, she was like calling all the head
Your grandma
guys.
is single-handedly responsible for the downfall of Utah.
It wasn't in Utah, but like, she was basically saying like, she had all the dirt on all the head guys, on all the head priests. She was like, I know you gamble, I know you drink, I know you do this. She was like calling in the meeting. She was like calling all of them out on all their.
She just doxed them like right then.
Yeah, she did. She fucking doxed them, dude, in front of like the whole, like everybody was watching, you know. And then they were like, "You're out of here." They like kicked her out.
That's a great story, dude. Like,
I actually have a lot of respect for my grandma because of it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, if you're going to exclude black people, you have to just be honest about it. Like, no, we've seen what happens when we allow you guys to hang out too much, and it just never works out. So we're not going to do it. But like to be like, no, we believe everyone's just the same. You know, like don't lie about it. Just be honest.
I'm just curious. The guy with the deep voice. I thought you don't like Christianity. I'm a little confused. Why? Did you say you're not a Christian?
Coco?
Or the guy with the deep voice, the guy that sounds.
Yeah, Coco.
I have conflicting. I haven't solved everything as far as.
We should watch Adam Green. He's very smart. He speaks very.
We know who Adam Green is.
Well, he's the only one that speaks truth on it. I mean,
he talks shit on Christians.
They have good points with the blood libel and the like John Bjerkness and the one guy that used to show up to Hoax's chat. The can't remember his name, but
I mean, doesn't
but like a lot of that shit is just like, all right, yeah, like I was a Stephen Molyneux disciple back in the day, and it's like, dude, because I grew up in a Christian cult. And so, like, I had to slay the dragon, and it was like, oh, yeah, so these people all use, like, not to use Owenisms, but, like, wizard spells and, it's generally most people do it out of like control and it's an easy go to, but like I haven't come around full circle on any way. I think
Right. Right. I mean,
in a national debate, it is just as valuable as any other book of fiction.
right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, doesn't bother you that the person that they worship is a Jew? I mean, like, you got me or no?
I don't know how that works, but like that's again like what I've done is I've allowed myself to not really like care about like the details that no one could know, because like who's to say he even existed?
No, he didn't exist. He didn't exist.
Yeah, but see, that's what a Jew would say. So I'm not going to go. That's just it. I can discount that too.
There's
But,
evidence.
I just don't get too wrapped up about it. And I look for like wisdom in the stuff, and I'm like, that's some pretty good wisdom in especially the second half of that book.
Well, what do you mean?
There's evidence he existed.
And there is evidence, but I'm just saying, like, the part I hate about the evidence is it's never conclusive, but people will act like it is, and it's like, well, if it was conclusive, then it's not fake.
I mean, there's evidence that the flood happened, but people deny that for some reason. Okay.
But then every once in a while, like Christians will jump on, like, oh, they found chariot wheels at the bottom of the Dead Sea.
No. There's actually evidence that the flood happened. There's fossils on the mountains. Okay.
We all
yeah. There's been disasters everywhere, but I'm just saying, like, you've seen the thing where people found chariot wheels at the bottom of the Red Sea. They're like, look, it's where Moses parted it, and it's like a World War II fucking Jeep that rotted away or something.
No. But just like what's it called again? Every nation spoke about the flood. You know what I mean? And even nations
I'm not discounting that one. That is the historical evidence of great floods.
Right.
He's talking about when Moses went through the desert. He's not talking
There seems to have been at least one giant worldwide flood.
Exactly.
I'm talking about when Moses was in the desert.
Even though science denies it, yeah. So, I mean, yeah. But like,
I love Christians, but I have to push back on a lot of their larpiness.
Yeah, by the way, I'm saying, like, if there was a leader in your movement that was Jewish, but the Jews hate him and he was totally based, would you still respect him?
Can I ask you something?
I got mixed feelings. Okay, go ahead.
How do you know he's Jewish? Because other people said he was?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it says in the Bible he's Jewish. So.
It says in the King James version of something that was translated when.
Why, though? Because other people said, like, I don't remember Jesus ever going, I'm a Jew. This is what I just don't. I don't remember that.
No, it was the Pharisees that put King of the Jews above him.
Right, I mean, also,
well,
to be fair, he never.
And a lot of the stuff he talked about went against the church and what the church was doing. He seemed to be like.
No, that was the entire point of it. Is he was trying to actually save the Jews as a Messiah, and they were just all like stiff-necked in their ways.
I think he was showing
them because they're like, shut up, fucker. We're trying to have a good time.
I think he was trying to show him that your whole going to church and temple shit eventually leads to people selling goods outside of the temple, perverting the whole tradition.
Yeah, praying loudly, just all the stuff that still happens to this day. All he was like just a truth teller.
All this shit that you've been doing because it's
not
ritual,
just a truth teller,
because it's ritual and because what you've been told to do it is gay. And basically all you have to do is meet up with your homies on a mountaintop, eat some bread, eat some fish, and talk about some cool shit. And that's fellowship. And that's fellowship.
Yeah,
that's fellowship. That's what Jesse Lee Peterson does. Jesse Lee Peterson just gets together and fellowships.
Yeah, but Jesse Lee Peterson's a fucking heretic as well.
Well, whatever.
No.
I do enjoy him, but
For me, like when you guys were talking about the Bible, for me, I never like to get too hung up on people and what they say and their idea. It's like you read the Bible, you take the good stuff.
Judge the tree by its fruits.
What?
Yeah, but
judge the tree by its fruits.
Yeah,
100%. That's one of my biggest things I agree with. And if you look at Jesse Lee Peterson, from my point of view, I don't watch him all the time. I don't do this, but like for me, it seems like he's helping a lot of young men out. It seems like a lot of men.
Yeah, he's doing more good than bad.
He's doing more good than bad. And if you're saying good shit and you're doing good shit, that's karma to me. Like
even if like he was a sinner going to hell in that particular like mindset of Christianity, it's like, do you think God would be like more stoked on you or less stoked on you if he sent you someone that was like 80% based and you stoned him too while you're trying to fight this like culture war? You're like, dude, like you're allowed to have people you don't quite agree with, and As you said, I don't have like some like idea of this vengeful cocksucker. Just, I mean, he is a bit of a dick. God's a bit of a dick sometimes.
I don't think so. See, I don't think that's the real God. The one that's like angry and shit in the Old Testament. I don't think that's God.
Don't blaspheme. Don't.
Well, you can take it however you want, but I don't consider it blasphemy.
So you don't believe in the Old Testament?
I think a majority of you see, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Already with the Old Testament, again, these
Hebrews, man, you got to give them some slack.
All right. I'm just gonna say there are good things in the Old Testament, but for me, the majority of it, I think, is not positive. I think it's based off of not the true God. It's based off an Elohim.
Well, if it's based off of not the true God, then what the hell are we doing, dude? Like, because
I think Jesus came and he preached about the true God. That's my belief. That's what I think happened.
By the way, you guys, no, just kind of say something quickly. You guys say that he never said he was Jewish, but he never said he was God either.
I don't think he was God. I think he was a man.
And now this is why you see, like, I don't have the easiest time saying, like, oh, I'm a Christian.
Yeah, I don't like to.
It always devolves into this because there's so many holes in any religious belief. And
I love how when you're talking, I'm looking at a fat what's that called? Like
I found that one today, dude. I was watching a thing and someone had that up there, and I was like,
from Australia, a fat abo. It's like a fat baby abo.
Dude, check it here. I'll show you another one.
But
good.
But what were you just saying, Toasted?
I totally agree with what you're saying here, and you know you're so right. And I mean, I don't know. I'm just a little bit high right now, if I'm being honest.
You're a little bit what?
High. I just don't know what to believe, man.
Wait, you smoke tree? I didn't know you smoked tree.
Oh no! I'm what do they call that again? I'm taking some Pepto-Bismol.
You're jacked up on Pepto?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're saying you're high because you took Pepto-Bismol?
A couple bottles, like 2 or something like that. 2.5.
Wait, what?
Wait. Are you trying to commit suicide, dude, on Pepto?
No, I took them a couple. I didn't take them straight at one at a time.
Wait, you drank 2 bottles of Pepto-Bismol in how long?
A couple hours apart.
Why?
Because it's fun.
What does it do to you? Don't you just shit sand the next day?
Oh yeah, it's very good. It makes you very skinny.
Wait, do you shit black sand the next day?
I don't know.
Come on, dude. Pepto will give you the black sand poop.
Wait, you just said it makes you skinny too. What are you doing? Are you fucking? You're trolling, Toasted.
I just don't know what to believe, man. I just don't know what to believe because he's saying. I'm trying to find out if he's saying the truth. You know, for every one priest, is it true that every 10 rabbis do bad things?
Is that what you're still hung up on? I told you.
It's probably 33-1 easily.
I told you, Toasted. That's an article I saw. I don't even know if that's 100% true. I'm just telling you that's something.
It's 100% true. Go ahead and stand behind your
No,
fact.
I'm just telling you that's something I saw. You're still hung up on this fucking thing I said earlier. That blows my mind. That is autism right there.
I'm just nervous. I'm also nervous that God is angry at me because I blasphemed when I said whatever. I'm afraid I blasphemed him.
I don't think God thinks that way. That's not how I view God. I don't view God.
Wait, so you're scared of Jesus being pissed about you blaspheming?
No, not him. He never even existed. When I said that, oh my God.
I was going to say, are you scared of the thing that you don't believe exists?
Hey, Toasted.
Yeah.
You think God gets angry?
Yes, of course he does. Okay. I mean, no, he doesn't get angry, but he
but he is disappointed.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, like it's the whole story of he doesn't get angry. I mean, he doesn't get angry, but I don't know. So,
but what?
I'm just confused. I don't know what to believe in anymore because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. 10 years ago, not 10 years ago, in 2018.
You were molested by a rabbi.
In 2016, people were saying how like Islam is bad because they in their countries they ban stuff. They ban that they discriminate against the against
Niggers, faggots, Jews.
right. But now I hear John Doyle saying that we should have banned these actions, actual put a literal ban on them. So I'm like, what's with this conservative movement? And do people actually believe in this whole Christian nationalist LARP? Is this going to be a new LARP that people are going to come up with? Like,
It's already terrible with the like Orthodox LARPing, and now it's already. Guess what? Orthodox LARPing ends up not being hardcore enough, and a lot of it started with Benjamin. So now they're starting to fucking Muslim LARP. They're like,
yeah,
I'm not. I'm so Christian. I'm actually a Muslim, and like I
no,
don't even
no,
touch my penis to pee, and my wife has to wear something over her head so I don't get turned on at all.
no. I
You're
mean,
like,
like,
what?
I mean, no. What I mean is, like, I
I'm
hate
so
the,
much more moral than you. I'm so moral.
I hate the Catholic life because I hate like how Nick claims that the Catholic. He never criticizes the Catholic Church. He criticizes the Mormon Church, Jews, uh, what's it called again, Muslims, but never criticizes the Catholic Church when there's many stuff they do that's not based. I mean, did you guys see the phone call I did with them? Did they sound based to you? They're pretty liberal to me. I mean,
Yeah.
no, they really are liberal
Oh
compared.
yeah, they're flying gay flags in front of their shit too.
Yes, why doesn't Nick talk about this? Why doesn't Nick talk about all the liberal? Like in 10 years, they're gonna be
Nick's a
supporting.
weird guy, right? Like, can we just cut to the chase? Nick is a weird, creepy guy, isn't he?
Is he Jewish or is he just Hispanic?
I mean, the hands and his weird and like even when I saw him throw that soda at someone in like an In-N-Out burger,
Oh,
I was like, oh man, he is a little pipsqueak weird. He's one of those weird guys, and it's like I don't trust that Fed.
no,
Fuck that Fed.
no, I mean like no, because didn't Nick hit DJ Khaled with that soda? Why was DJ Khaled at the end of that with Nick?
It wasn't
Is
DJ
that-
Khaled.
no.
Who was it
Yeah,
then?
it was someone that said you're a
Some
douchebag.
fucking Middle Eastern guy, dude. That's all.
Why
That
didn't
is
he?
hilarious.
Why,
It's a
why,
little hilarious, but he threw it like a fucking faggot.
I'm saying why didn't he? Why didn't the Middle Eastern guy try to fight back at Nick?
Because like from the situation I
He's a little
heard,
guy.
I think the person he was throwing at, it was like that guy's girl or something like that. It was.
Well, he hit the wrong person. That's what I'm saying. He like
Yeah,
threw it like a
but-
girl, and it just came apart, and he like doused a bunch of regular people, and they're like, "What the fuck, dude?"
So
He's
why?
like,
I'm
he
saying
hit
why,
someone else.
I think that guy knew his girl was in the wrong. I think he knew that she was like acting up when she shouldn't have been.
I don't know. Like who's next? I don't like John Doyle either. I don't like John Doyle. I hate Carson Wolf. They're so annoying. Like
I don't even know who those people are.
can I show you the video from Carson Wolf? I'll show it to you right now. He made a video that's super annoying. Let me show it to you.
Go for it. I finished dinner, so I'm gonna go have a smoke. You take over. I'll be back.
Wait, I'm going to grab a claw. I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
Battle again.
Go ahead. Okay, you go first. Go fast.
This is the Carson Wolf thing. How did I share it on screen? Carson Wolf. This is Carson. No. What's he doing? Oh, here it is. Oh my god, I hate when this happens.
What are you showing?
Okay, here's your Tim. His name is Carson Wolf. He's kind of a weird. How about if I just link it in the chat and you guys want? Yeah, so just link in the chat. Yeah, 1 second.
Is it the YouTube link?
Yeah. I want to talk about. I wish Hoax was here because I want to talk to him about RPG. Is it possible we could get Hoax? Is there any way?
Hoax is one of the hardest. He's one of the. No, you didn't. You sent me you sent me your stream.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, there it is. Sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah. I'm just. Come on, Hoax.
This is 21 minutes.
Okay, just put it on full speed. Put it on full
Put
speed.
it on what?
2 speed. Just skim through it. You don't have to watch the full thing. How is my video on? I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Oh, I missed it.
Why wasn't Hitler Christian? Why didn't Hitler like Josh?
What'd you say? What'd you say, Toasted?
Why wasn't Hitler Christian? I saw an article where he hated Christianity or something like that. It was all like a LARP for him. Why didn't he like Christianity?
Who?
Hitler. How could Handsome Truth like Hitler if Hitler wasn't a Christian?
I'm gonna let you take this one, Coco. I'm gonna have a half a smoke. I'll be back. I'm watching.
Because Handsome
Okay.
Truth is Christian, right?
Yeah.
So how could they like Hitler? Hitler wasn't Christian at all.
I don't know, man. Like, you ought to ask him.
You think I could just call him on the spot?
Absolutely.
How do I get his number?
Dude, I would go to GoyamTV. GoyamTV.tv or whatever, or maybe it's GoyamTV.com, and just wait till he's streaming and just be like, I'm a Jew and I'd like to call him to ask a question.
He'll allow that or no?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can't say 100%, but I mean, it seems like good content, if nothing else, you know.
I mean, he doesn't like.
And that's a pretty ballsy move, right? To call into the GBL, that'd be ballsy on your part.
He doesn't like Jews. I mean,
no. I can't speak for another person, but if I was going to hazard to speak for someone, I would clearly say that he's not a fan of the Jews. I think he would sign on to that.
So how is he friends with Owen Benjamin?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he. You know, again, like I'm speaking for someone else. I don't know who he's friends with and all that, but I don't know anything about him ever being at all friendly with Owen Benjamin. In fact, I believe, like, much like everyone else on the internet, like Owen Benjamin is a lolcow.
I see. Oh, okay, fine. And so I just super chat him, and he'll let me come into the show.
No, I mean, that, again, I don't know how I would, if I were you, but I'm just saying, like, if you were like, hey, I'm this, because actually, you know what? What was the thing? I never got to see the full thing, but you called into the ADL about him, right?
All right, exactly, yeah.
So if you were like, hey, I'm that Jew that like did the thing, and I was kind of pranking, but if you did that, I guarantee you could get on to the, like at some point. I mean, he's like got a lot going on right now. It seems like the entire force of Western society is trying to stomp him out. So, like, I mean, they got arrested doing leaflets, and like they're just like all their free speech stuff is being like they're in court a lot. So I don't know how easy it is to like get a seat with that.
I mean, will he kill me over the internet? I mean, no. If I met him in person, if I want to do an IRL stream, will he actually hang me?
Yeah, they're non-violent. That's what's funny is they're like the gnarliest fucking Nazis, and but it's like they're completely non-violent. That's the only reason they still exist. I mean, if they were at all violent, they would all be arrested and fed it out with like 20-year sentences.
I mean, like he won't, but how? Like he say I go to his house. He
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. You ask him. I'm I'm not his fucking keeper or anything, dude. I was just saying, like, I've watched his show and like I appreciate a lot of what they do, and I'm just saying, like I don't.
He doesn't.
Like Nathan used to let him on his show. And he's always been good about like letting people like speak their mind,
I mean,
open kind of.
I mean, does he? I mean, like he does. Doesn't he advocate for Jews to be killed? Or
I've never heard that.
So what's so bad about him? So what does he want to do with Jews?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I get it. I'm okay with like what were you saying earlier, or someone about I literally just brain farted about some in the Middle East and people that stuck together or something, or like societies. Basically, you were saying that like a closed xenophobic society somewhere. What was that?
Hasidim, Samer, Wizard. I don't know. Whatever.
Either way, it's Fuck, that's retarded that I just forgot that. But I'm okay with like ethnic states and people wanting to hang out with just their people. It's sort of like having a home and not wanting to let like just anyone come into it. And like everyone like kind of deserves a home, so it's like if we could all just get our homes figured out,
So he
then
wants
I
to.
think we have a lot
So,
less conflict.
so he wants to have the Jews make their own ethno-state.
Again, I don't. I
mean,
don't
I'm
know.
just confused. I just don't know what's
I don't-
controversial. I don't know. Like,
No, this is what I'm saying. Like personally, is like I'm totally okay with like if I go to Japan, you know, they have things that are it's not guaylo, but whatever they call that, gaijin or whatever.
yeah, let's say it.
Yeah, places where we're just not allowed to go hang out, and they're like, no, this is for Japs only. Go away.
Japs
like,
only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want
That makes perfect sense, and it's like I feel like white people should be able to have a reasonable as fuck amount of land over here where we, you know, they've been doing this thing for a long time to just be like, oh my god, could I just be comfortable and not have to battle these goddamn problems?
No. So I'm just wondering, why were you guys anti? Like I remember Nick saying the Talmud is bad because they're anti-race mixing. They say that
Well, they talk about like raping babies and stuff and how it's not a big deal.
I think it's the hypocrisy of them coming to another country and
Well,
saying,
it also sorry, I mean
you must be diverse in this other country, but we don't have to be. It's the same thing where they come to America and they go, you must have open borders, but we don't.
Yeah, like our senators and our congressmen all have to pledge allegiance to Israel, and so there's a lot of that. But,
no, I'm just trying to like figure out like what does he want to do with Jews? He wants them to be like wants them to go back to Israel. I thought he hates Israel. I'm just confused. Where if he doesn't like,
stop being faggots?
Yeah, but he believes
people don't hate them. People just want them to stop being.
It's like Chabad Lubavitch is like a crazy racial supremacy cult that's trying to take over the world, and yet we have to support them as taxpayers and our, you know, it's insanity. These guys are like Stone Age.
I very rarely hear people go, we must eliminate these people. People are just like, I just want you to stop being subversive, stop being.
Yeah, they shouldn't be in charge of everything that we have to do with our everyday life. Like, you just happen to be in charge of business and happen to be in charge in the tax scheme and happen to be all of our. You just happen to own the media and just
happen to be pushing tranny shit, and gay shit.
If I want to hang out with a half a dozen fucking white guys in my garage and yell the word nigger a few times, everyone's got a problem with that. But thank God I'm not running the fucking Federal Reserve, right?
No.
Come on, dude. Like, let's quit fucking ninnying around about what the problem with food is.
No. I get what you're saying, but what's the solution? How do you fix it?
The solution is you go your way, I go my way, and I'm like the least hateful. Even though, like, you know, when I get all worked up, I'll get a bit hateful. But it's like wouldn't be no problems if there, you know, don't make no problems, wouldn't be none. But like, I can't just be having my government and my monetary system and everything run by these fucking creeps.
No,
what's going on?
I totally agree with you.
For me, it's a spiritual sickness that's happening. So if we're able to get everybody on the track of spirituality, I'm not saying this religion or that religion. I'm just talking about spirituality. I'm just talking about loving your brother as much as you love your
civil rights, dude. No one has the right to oppress you.
Okay, loving your neighbor as much as like you love yourself, like treating them as you want to be treated yourself. And what I'm seeing a lot, especially in this community you're talking about, Toasted, is they don't love their neighbor. They think they're better than. They think they could come over to a country and subvert it to push degeneracy, to do all this shady shit. So if we want to fix the world, if we want to fix all these relationships, we have to first start. It has to start from the ground up.
And then you can look at like just in case you think, you know, you're being gaslit and you think you're seeing things. It's like, well, let's just look at the country they've already taken over and look at the apartheid state that the entire world for some reason supports.
I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. So let's not try to. I get what you're saying. I don't have to like tell. But like I'm saying like so, but like aren't many people in the GDL anti-black people? Don't they hate black people? I mean, they don't like the neighbors, do they? Don't they want to like a whites?
Well, it's the same kind of thing because, you know, black people are often Jew puppets, and they're used like in the BLM riots and all this stuff. They're just like they're like a shield for Jews to use as like little like golems to go out there and like because they know they're lower IQ and they're willing to break business windows and light shit on fire. And they don't give a fuck about jail.
Hey,
Right.
Toasted. Have you ever heard of this saying where it's like, you love the sinner, but you hate the sin?
Right, but you guys hate the sin, though. You guys hate the sinner as well. So,
No. What do you?
Well, at a certain point, yeah. I hate the
You
sinner,
just said I hate the sinner. That's not true. I don't personally hate anyone. I think hate is a harsh word. I don't like to use it. It's too. So you just said we. You just put something on me that's not true.
Okay, fine. I did not. Like, I'm sad. I don't believe this. So I get what you guys saying. So why? But aren't the like Talmudish Jews? Aren't they the most? They don't run Hollywood. They're they're in their own thing. Don't so wouldn't it be best?
Absolutely too. That's the whole thing. Those are the ones in charge of the Jewish movement, whether you're Orthodox or like Hasidic, and they collect all the kosher taxes on all the goyim businesses, and they get to. They're the ones that finance all the shit. Like, who cares what kind of Jew down the line does it? Like they don't respect like fucking Chelsea Handler, but like they're definitely paying her.
And for me, it doesn't matter what group. What doesn't matter what group you're in. All these groups, they put one thing first. They put Israel before anything else. If they're in America and they're acting like American citizens, they still do things for Israel's benefit before America's benefit.
Right.
And then the things they're doing are subverting white people. They have an extreme hatred towards the white family. So I see them doing things that are trying to destroy my people, and I'm supposed to sit back and just go, oh, I'm just going to let this happen? No, I'm going to...
Yeah, I wonder how this will turn out.
No, because I'm just confused because, like, in the Talmud, it says that people shouldn't race mix, but many of those top Jews, like in the Biden organization, I think like 50% are married to Gentiles. So, I mean, like, they're openly going against the Talmud, so... I mean, like.
Well, no, because like it's ultimately about like, does it help them subvert the culture, or, like inveigle their way? Does it help them like blend in?
No, because I'm just saying because you say that they work together. I didn't know that. I'm confused. Maybe you guys are right because I'm just confused by all of this. If that makes sense.
I'm saying they all work for Israel's benefit. It doesn't mean they all get together behind closed doors and hatch schemes. It means they all have one thing they put first: Israel.
When they pay their tithe, it goes up to the top.
I mean, so I'm just wondering why was BLM anti-Israel? I'm not saying you're wrong. I get what you're saying. Why?
That's easy to explain. Why was BLM anti-Israel?
Yeah.
Controlled opposition.
Because first off, it got started by Israel money from Israel and all these people and Zionists, and it got started with that. But what their problem is, what a lot of these Zionists don't realize is they can't control the black community as much as they think they can. They could push them one direction, they could push them another, but black people are just going to pop up and say certain shit. And inside the black community, especially inside these college campuses, there's a big push for free Palestine, which I agree with.
Right.
So there's a big group of people that say free Palestine, and that group of people got to influence Black Lives Matter. So the Jews can do all they want. They could put money behind certain things and all that. But at a certain point, their hands, they can't control all the actions that come out. They could try to steer them in certain directions, but they can't control it.
Right.
100%.
No, I agree with what you're saying, sorry. But, like, this is the part that I'm confused. It's like Bernie Sanders, he's anti-Israel.
I like that you are using, like, the nebbish Jew thing of, like, oh, I'm just a little confused.
No, but, like, I'm just the confused part.
I think what you're talking about with Bernie Sanders.
You know what? Socrates was the first nebbish Jew.
With Bernie Sanders, you're talking about is that's because they play two sides. They have some group of people, and I'm not saying they all get behind closed doors and say, you're on this side, I'm on this side. It has to do with each of their fundamental beliefs. So what they believe in, and Bernie Sanders has a certain belief system that puts him on one side of their control. It's like the dialectic thing, cause a problem, you have the solution, problem, reaction, solution.
No, I totally agree with you. You're solely
so they're trying to. So no matter what, they're trying to control both sides. So they have people on both sides no matter what. So they have people that are like Bernie Sanders that looks like they're saying certain shit like free Palestine, but at the same time, they're in these movements for a specific reason.
I totally get what you're saying. And same thing goes with, Seth Rogen said that he doesn't like Israel. Many people behind the Free Palestine movement are Jewish. I see that, you know what I mean? But as you said, it's control opposites. I totally See what you're saying? That's why many of them are married to Gentiles, a soul control opposition. Do you get what I mean or no?
Yes, 100%.
No, because like,
You know,
but aren't why do many Jews marry Gentiles? And knows that? Why aren't they suffering the most from racial mixing?
I was just gonna boil down like my whole issue with the thing is just it's about self-policing your own communities, and it's like
Right.
you know that's kind of the thing. Like even like homos are like, oh my god, what are they doing with all this LGBT tranny shit with kids?
Right.
You know, like.
No,
Like
no,
I mean, like
no.
aren't those guys like starting to get like the CIA going Pride Month? You're like, aren't they getting a little bit like sick of it?
Right,
Like, shouldn't they start policing their own community?
no,
You
no,
would think that doesn't necessarily always happen.
no, but yeah, I sort of get what you're saying. But do you think like the KKK, not KKK, like JDL or the church or like stuff that why don't you think those aren't control oppositions? Like, you don't think because I spoke to the guy from the ADL. He said he has people working in the JDL. They're monitoring them. They probably have informants there, and also the church leaders. We know all of the church fathers, Peter, Paul, were
You
Jewish.
have the tapes of that?
Well,
Do you have the tapes of that?
yeah. You can just go to my channel. I think
Because I went and looked for that one video once, and it wasn't up on the regular thing.
it was up. Go on the live. It's on the live bar. Go to the live thing. It's simple.
See, I'm not like Coco. I think there's a chance that I'm not saying Handsome Truth is a Fed. I'm just saying.
No, you'd be a fool to think there wasn't a Fed somewhere in the bunch.
I
think there's a very high probability that inside the GDL there are multiple Feds. I think
there have been before, and there will be like later.
Yeah,
of course. Like, you're a moron if you don't think that governments like could pull that off.
And not only that, if you heard about the most recent numbers during January 6th, they're estimating that at least half of the people there were somehow informants. Half. They're talking about half. Right. That's mind-blowing if you actually think about what happened during January 6th and the narrative that got pushed.
Think about the half the people that showed up, though. Right. You're like, man, half of the people there were so dumb they showed up with Feds.
Right. So like, and also like, so I sort of get what you're saying with this whole thing that many of like, even I think Aaron Green says that people like to say to Aaron Green, how is a church run by Jews when a Jewish subversion when many of the church people were anti-Jews and many of church fathers anti-Jews and crusades stuff like that. And he says like you guys, it's because they're controlled opposition. They can't just openly be pro-Jews. So I'm sort of learning what you're saying when you like, and you guys telling me about like just because there's some stuff they might do against their cause doesn't. So I sort of get what you guys are saying. So I sort of like this conversation, okay, because I sort of get what you guys are saying. Okay.
I'm saying it also is like I think this is the biggest thing people don't get about the people that can't fathom that there's like evil people in the world that do stuff. You're like well, just imagine like you people are willing to go, oh, okay, there's Jeffrey Dahmer types, okay, there's John Wayne Gacy. Like, okay, so that level of psychopathy, right? Now marry that with more money than you can ever do anything with in your entire life, and then like you have friends that are similar to you, and you all have this like penchant to run the world. Okay, now start with that as your like canvas, and now paint the picture and see if you can like start connecting dots as to what's going on.
Right, because this is my problem. Fantasy Truth is like I see that I get that he doesn't like Jews, but why doesn't I like you just admit to me you don't know his policy, like you don't know what he wants to do with the Jews. You know he hates Jews, but you don't know what he wants to do with them. Why doesn't he have a plan? Because I don't know his plan. Like I said, I'm confused. He's not.
Well, you're also not allowed to have a plan if it involves, like, for instance, expelling certain people to like try to get a handle on your own stuff. It's like you're not even allowed to discuss that as a plan, because once it's a plan, then it becomes like terrorism or something.
I mean, where would he expel? Where would he expel them to?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like you're not even allowed to like think about talking about something like that.
I mean,
so like, how would I know?
I mean, but wouldn't that be Zionism? If he's creating a Jewish state, though, isn't he?
I mean, I can see that, like, 2.0, but I mean, it's an intermediate step, or I don't know. Like I said, I'm not speaking for anyone else. I've got my own ideas.
Shouldn't he be
I'm feeling like people should be allowed to separate in their own ethnic tribes
So
or whatever.
so you guys are not against Israel, just that it harms Palestinians. Otherwise, you would
No,
be.
I'm not in Israel either, but
I mean, so what do you want? So what are you gonna do with the Jews? You want them to be among the Gentiles? You guys say you want them to?
well, no, I'm
separate?
saying it. So far, it seems like that's the best spot for them to be. Sorry, Palestinians, but like, hey, man, we got to get our shit under control
Well,
first.
you know that Palestinians
Or
also are.
Madagascar.
I just want them to wake up and to stop doing the kind of negative. I want them to stop treating others as if they're better than them. If they can continue to practice their religion while they don't treat other people like shit, fine. But if it's like a thing where practicing this religion leads down the road of you being a piece of shit and treating others poorly because they don't believe in the same stuff you believe in, then maybe your religion shouldn't be around anymore.
It's dishonorable, dude. Like the whole like, oh, you're allowed to cheat a goyim. Oh, you're allowed to kill one. That's not a big deal. Like, oh, hey, behaving. The whole thing about behaving in a moral manner when you're around your own people shows that they know what morality is and how to do it, and you don't do that type of stuff to good people. But then when they get on their own and they're like, yeah, fuck them over and get them in contracts and turn them into slaves. So like, hey, yeah, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that.
It's bizarre to me that we're going, this is okay to have this religion.
Like certain countries are like a high trust society, and high trust societies only work when pretty much everyone plays above board.
When you're moral, when you have morality. When you have morals.
When people don't play that way, they get the shit beat out of them.
And they get kicked out of 109 countries.
I mean,
you can't just have like 2% of the population butt fucking the entire thing the entire time, and then have the other 90. I mean, I guess you can.
Well, you
but
can.
If you want to see what that society looks like, you're living it.
Well, you can for an extended amount of time until the people get fed up, and then shit happens. A revolution pops off.
The termites dig too much wood, and then the whole thing collapses on them.
And the whole thing collapses, and a bunch of you guys get the guillotine. We start over, where we kick you guys out, and then we do well for a certain amount of years until you slowly start to creep back. And
until our nicety, which is our Achilles heel, kicks in.
So
I'm not nice too. I should be way more detailed.
It's the same pattern, Toasted, that's been happened over and over. Like, aren't you a person who likes history? It's so crazy to me that you're sitting here defending this group of people where if you look throughout history, they've constantly done the same pattern over and over.
I'm saying, so I know, I get what you're saying. So what's your solution, though?
If you sponge your own people, this wouldn't even be a problem.
Your group of people need to wake up and stop acting like you're acting.
Whatever happened to the self-hating Jew? Come on, we could use some more of those.
Stop acting like you're better than others. Stop acting like you could cheat people and steal from people, and you could steal babies and sacrifice babies and drink babies' blood. Like that's
part of it. Chemicals into our rivers
and subvert people and push degeneracy. Is if you guys could stop all that shit and still practice your faith, fine, that's fine. But if you can't, if you don't have the ability to practice your faith and not push all this bullshit, then we have a problem.
It's like there's water coming into the boat, and you sent the whole crew out, and they're like, where's the water coming from? And then they find some dude with a snorkel mask drilling holes in the bottom of the boat, and he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? It's like, you have to stop drilling holes in the bottom of the boat, or else we're going to have to do something about the guy drilling holes in the bottom of the boat. So
what's so controversial about what you're saying? So you're sure you're okay with them practicing their religion as long as they don't harm people. So why don't you just say that?
That's what I am saying. I'm not a person who follows the GDL. I don't follow Nick Fuentes. I like to watch him once in a while, but I don't follow anybody. I have my own set of beliefs, and I talk about this shit all the time. If somebody wants to listen. So that's what I believe. What I just told you right now is everything that I do.
I'm saying, some stuff I don't agree with what you're saying. Some stuff I don't think it's some. I mean, blood drinking. I mean, at least I don't. I think it's against the law to drink. This doesn't say in the Bible you can't drink blood.
But hasn't it been proven? Hasn't it been proven how many fucking Jewish groups of people have been in countries stealing babies, sacrificing babies to their gods, and
I
drink.
realize that without evidence of this is what sounds like
I mean, no,
extremist white people raving about Jews being insane.
right? No,
Dude, that's
because
literally
Jews
because
eat them and they have hawks. That, like,
that's
fly
literally
around.
happened throughout history. That's been proven throughout history that's happened. This
It
group of
is,
people.
it is, but I'm saying without
Yeah.
like the documents right now, it is the thing that makes that type of an argument sound like, because you make a salient point and then you're all, and also what's up with these fucking vampires?
No, but I'm saying,
That's what's so funny about it. That's what's so funny.
But it is true. You're right. Will.
That's
You're
what's funny about it is there's this whole vampire joke, but it's actually based on this reality that's happened throughout history. It's not just one event. This thing has been happening throughout history. It's like a common thing that keeps happening.
Right, no, but like, but one thing I'm just wondering. But doesn't it say in the Talmud that Jews can drink human blood? Isn't that like a rabbinic decree they can't do it?
I don't know. I don't read the Talmud. I don't know that.
But like this is my problem with what you're doing. I agree with what you're saying, many stuff, but like when you go to like the extreme like the conspiracy theory, even though it might be true, I mean, like, people are just gonna think you're insane. Why don't you just try to be more reasonable? Like, say they show people facts about Jews running the media and stuff like that. And why do you have to go all conspiratorial? I mean,
well, that's just with you because I kind of know you. If I'm talking to some person on the street, I'm not going to be talking about this kind of shit.
Right. Well, that's what that's saying. Well, that's why it makes the JDL. I mean, like, why don't they just talk about normal things? Why do they have?
Well, I agree with you.
That's why they put out those flyers.
I agree with you, Toasted. I've gotten into debates with Handsome Truth on Hoax Wars' show because I don't agree with him on some things. But like, I understand what you're talking about. I totally get what you're talking about. I'm not a person who brings all this shit out like just in front of everybody. That would look schizophrenic, dude. I'm a type of person who likes to like break people down little by little. Like, do you know how much we give to Israel every day?
Right. I mean, so like that's what I'm saying with the whole Handsome Truth thing is he supports Hitler not because Hitler killed Jews, but because he believes that he did not kill Jews. Rather, he was just trying to speak the truth. Why doesn't he just say that? Why do they say gas the Jews when they're not for gassing the Jews? He's not for gassing the Jews.
You gotta admit that when you're being oppressed, it's like, look at the Black Panthers. Like, a lot of those people probably wouldn't actually murder. I mean, not nowadays. Now they're like definitely all savage blacks. But like back in the day, there was probably a few of them. They're like, I got white friends. But when you're hanging out with your black friends and you're having a Black Panther meeting, you can be like, fucking kill Waddy. It's like that kind of a thing.
Yeah, but you're confusing people. People assume that he wants to kill Jews, but if he just explains he doesn't
confused. Everyone's ninnying around and acting like pearl clutching women about it, and it's like, we all know like those guys don't do anything violent or harmful, and they should be allowed to have their free speech. You know what would be awesome? And this is what's hilarious. It's like when I say nigger, it's like if you ignore the nigger word, it's a test, really. Like, if you react poorly to it, well, then I'm going to keep going, like, because it's free speech or not. But like, if you really wanted to get back at, like, if the Jews were smart, which I hear they are, and they wanted to get back to the GDL, they would roundly ignore them.
Right? No, or they could just.
They just. Oh no! It's President Biden, white supremacy. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
By the way, why is James Worley saying in my chats the dominoes are falling, just as I predicted? What does he mean? I'm super
Who is it?
James Worley said that.
Oh yeah, you're streaming too.
Yeah, I'm confused. What? Yeah. So like, right. So, okay. So like. So is there any violent neo-Nazi groups or not really? Like, is there any rivals to the JDL? The other ones, they're all violent, or?
I don't know anyone that's violent. I mean,
I'm saying. So why is there only one neo-Nazi?
Person I know, and it's like I try my best not to be violent at all.
I'm saying, why is JDL the only the only neo-Nazi group around? Why aren't there other ones?
I don't know that they're actually even neo-Nazi. I mean, I think they use. I don't know, like that. That's the whole thing. Like with a lot of the Ethan Ralph and all the other stuff. Like, I watched some of it more closely, and then other stuff. It's like bit by bit. Like, I don't know all those people that you were talking about recent LARP wars about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I think that you should try to inquire about it. Be like, hey, I'm this like.
Right.
Because you are kind of funny, dude. Like I would watch it, dude. Come on.
James Worley. I agree with what James Worley says. Something about Nick Fuentes, for sure. I totally. I really wanted to talk about the whole RPG though. I'm a little bit disappointed that we couldn't do it this stream. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Wait, LARPing what?
No, but about the RPG thing, but it didn't come to fruition this stream. But yeah. I wish Hoax. I really wish Hoax was here. It would have been a great stream if he could be here because
I know Hoax is. You know what? He's building up the. I think feels like he needs to be appreciated. So maybe he's building up the tension until he finally streams some 90 Day Fiance.
Wait, he's on that stream?
No, dude. I don't know what he's been up to. I think he's trying to better his life right now.
Oh yeah. By the way, let me share the link, Teddy. I'm sorry. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man.
When are you going to sleep tonight?
Wait, say it again.
When are you ending the stream?
I don't know.
I think I'll end it
probably soon. I don't know. We'll see what Will's up to. I was kind of sad that Nate didn't want to chime in too, because Nate has like pretty good opinions about some of this stuff, and I would have liked to have heard his impression of you. It was actually pretty good. Like, I haven't heard Nate do too many impressions.
By the way, so is it hard to get enhanced? If I call him on stream, would he be angry? Would he be how?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not the guy, man. I mean, that's the whole thing. Is like, it would be well, that's a bad reference. I was just saying, like, okay, I just got done reading, like, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and you're like, hey, if I tried to get a hold of Hemingway, how would that work out? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I want to do a stream. I want to do a stream with him. He sounds like maybe we could do a whole show. Like a Crossfire show would be me magic. Does he have any Jewish friends, Handsome Truth, or they're all not really?
Well, I mean, that would be the question. If you're going to bust them out, find Jewish friends, and that would be the end of it, right?
Right. So yeah.
But my money says no.
Yeah. I think I'm ending my stream right now.